Lina woke before dawn, her heart still bruised but newly awake, like a wound learning how to breathe again. She had confessed her wrong, and the air around her felt lighter, though her eyes carried the memory of what envy had done. The olive grove where Samir prayed had become her refuge. Every morning, she sat where the soil still remembered his tears, whispering verses that had once felt like foreign sounds. Now, they wrapped around her heart like silk. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak from the evil of what he has created. And sometimes, the voice of Imran would drift through the grove like the scent of rain. Magic, he told her gently, is not just what's done with knots and words. It's also the envy that ties one heart against another. But every knot unravels when the tongue remembers Allah. Lina nodded, tears shining like morning dew. I thought I could wound without being wounded, she whispered, but I was only casting darkness into my own soul. Imran smiled. Even darkness is a servant when it leads you back to light. As the days passed, Qadira began to change. The town that once spoke of whispers and curses began to hum with a different sound, the sound of dhikr, remembrance. Children were taught verses of protection, and old women hung ayahs above their doorways instead of charms. Rania started a small circle for women beneath the same olive trees. There, they recited together, Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind, the King of mankind, the God of mankind. They spoke of patience, forgiveness, and the quiet strength of prayer. One evening, as dusk painted the sky rose and amber, Samir came to the gathering. He looked at Lina and said, When you repented, the chains fell from both of us. We were both freed, I from fear and you from guilt. Magic sought to break, but faith built anew. And in that moment, everyone felt the wind shift, as if the unseen world itself had exhaled peace. They would sit under the olive trees where once a tailor had wept and a sinner had repented, and they would say, Here, light learned to weave through shadow. Because in Qadira, they no longer feared what hid in the unseen. They feared only forgetting the one who commands both the seen and the unseen.